New Orleans, 1918. A city known for its jazz, its vibrancy, its life, but under the surface a darkness stirred. A chill wind blew through the French Quarter, carrying with it whispers of fear. The Axeman was coming. It began with a string of brutal murders. Ordinary people attacked in their homes. The weapon of choice? An axe, wielded with terrifying force. The victims, often Italian immigrants, were seemingly chosen at random. Fear snaked its way through the city, constricting the hearts of its people. The police were baffled. Clues were scarce, leads non-existent. The Axeman was a phantom, striking silently and vanishing into the night. The city of New Orleans, once a beacon of joy and music, became a place of terror and suspicion. Each night, families huddled together, fear their only companion. The sound of footsteps outside, the creak of a window, was enough to send shivers down their spines. The Axeman had cast a long, dark shadow over New Orleans. The Axeman's reign of terror continued for over a year. His victims, while seemingly random, shared a chilling similarity. Their back doors were often found chiseled open, a testament to the Axeman's brutal efficiency. The authorities were at a loss. Every shadow seemed to hold the Axeman, every corner a potential hiding place. The city was gripped by paranoia. Rumors spread like wildfire, fueled by fear and uncertainty. Some whispered of a vengeful spirit, others of a deranged doctor. Theories abounded, but the truth remained elusive. The newspapers, hungry for any scrap of information, printed sensationalized accounts of the murders. Headlines screamed from the front pages, further fueling the city's fear. The Axeman had become a macabre celebrity, his legend growing with each passing day. The police, under immense pressure to catch the killer, increased patrols and offered rewards. But the Axeman remained a ghost, his motives as unclear as his identity. Eyewitness accounts, though varied and often unreliable, painted a chilling picture of the Axeman. Some claimed he was a tall, imposing figure, while others described him as short and stocky. The only consistent detail was the axe, a large, gleaming blade that seemed to glint even in the darkest night. One witness, a young woman who narrowly escaped the Axeman's clutches, claimed to have seen a dark figure lurking outside her window. She described him as inhumanly strong, with eyes that glowed like embers in the night. Her story, though dismissed by some as hysteria, sent chills down the spines of all who heard it. The fear was palpable. People were afraid to walk the streets alone, especially after dark. The once vibrant nightlife of New Orleans dwindled, replaced by an eerie silence. The city, once a melting pot of cultures and music, was now united by a single terrifying emotion: fear. The Axeman's motives, however, remained a mystery. Was he driven by madness, by a thirst for blood, or something else entirely? The lack of answers only added to the terror that gripped New Orleans. Then in March 1919, something extraordinary happened. A letter, handwritten and addressed to esteemed mortuary of New Orleans, appeared on the doorstep of the Times-Picayune newspaper. It was signed, "The Axeman." The letter sent shockwaves through the city. The Axeman, for the first time, was speaking directly to the people he terrorized. The letter, filled with bizarre claims and unsettling demands, only deepened the mystery surrounding the killer. "They have never discovered me," the letter read, "for I am not what they think I am. I'm not a human being, but a demon from the hottest hell." The Axeman claimed to be a lover of jazz music and promised to spare any house where a jazz band was playing on the night of his next attack. The city held its breath. Was this a genuine message from the Axeman, or a cruel hoax? The police, desperate for any lead, took the letter seriously, urging citizens to comply with the Axeman's bizarre request. Section 5. A City on Edge. On the night of March 19, 1919, New Orleans became a city transformed. Every house pulsed with the sounds of jazz. From humble homes to grand mansions, music filled the air, a desperate plea for mercy. Never before had New Orleans seen such a night. Jazz bands played on street corners, in homes, in bars. The music, usually a symbol of joy, now carried fear and desperation. The streets were eerily deserted, save for police patrols and jazz. The Axeman's threat had brought the city to its knees. There were no attacks, no signs of the Axeman. Could it be that the city's plea had appeased the demon in their midst? Section 6. A Glimmer of Hope. The following days were filled with a cautious optimism. The city, still on edge, slowly began to breathe again. The newspapers, once filled with the Axeman's exploits, now ran stories of hope and resilience. The music continued, though no longer out of fear, but as a celebration of survival. The police, despite the apparent reprieve, continued their investigation. The Axeman's letter, analyzed by handwriting experts, provided no concrete leads. The identity of the killer, shrouded in mystery and speculation, remained elusive. Life in New Orleans, though forever marked by the shadow of the Axeman, began to regain a semblance of normalcy. The jazz clubs reopened, their music now tinged with a newfound appreciation for life and its fragility. The city, wounded but not broken, began to heal. Yet the question lingered in the minds of all who remembered that terrifying year. Who was the Axeman of New Orleans, and what drove him to commit such horrific acts? Section 7. The silence returns. Months turned into years. The memory of the Axeman's reign of terror began to fade, replaced by new anxieties and the rhythms of daily life. The music played on, a little louder, a little more joyous, as if to drown out the echoes of the past. But the silence, when it came, was deafening. The Axeman, as abruptly as he had arrived, vanished. No more letters, no more attacks, no more whispers in the dark. He simply ceased to be, leaving behind a legacy of fear and unanswered questions. The police, despite their best efforts, never apprehended a suspect. The case, officially unsolved, was eventually relegated to the cold case files, a chilling reminder of the city's brush with terror. The Axeman, however, never truly left New Orleans. His legend lived on in hushed whispers, in late-night stories told around flickering campfires, in the shadows that seemed to stretch a little longer in the French Quarter. Over the years, numerous theories have surfaced, attempting to explain the Axeman's identity and motives. Some believe he was a serial killer, driven by a lust for blood and power. Others speculate he was a sadist, deriving pleasure from the terror he inflicted. One theory suggests the Axeman was a member of a secret society carrying out ritualistic killings. The precision of the attacks, the seemingly random choice of victims, and the bizarre nature of the letter all lend credence to this theory. Another theory posits that the Axeman was a scorned lover, seeking revenge on those he believed had wronged him. The fact that many of the victims were Italian immigrants led some to believe the killer may have had a personal vendetta against this particular community. Despite the abundance of theories, the Axeman's true identity remains a mystery. Was he a cunning criminal mastermind, a deranged individual, or something else entirely? The answer, lost to time, continues to elude us. The Axeman's story, ripe with mystery and intrigue, has captivated the public imagination for over a century. Books, documentaries, and even a television series have explored the case, each attempting to shed light on the dark events of 1918 and 1919. Some believe the Axeman was a supernatural entity, a demon summoned from the depths of hell. They point to his chilling letter and his ability to vanish without a trace as evidence. Others suggest the Axeman was a skilled tradesman, familiar with the homes he targeted. The chiseled back doors and lack of forced entry point to expertise. Regardless, the Axeman's story is a chilling reminder of the darkness beneath vibrant cities. Today, the legend of the Axeman of New Orleans continues to fascinate and frighten. It is a story whispered in hushed tones, a chilling reminder of the city's violent past and the enduring power of the unknown. The Axeman's story serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that even in the most enlightened times, darkness can lurk around every corner. It is a story that speaks to our primal fears, our vulnerability in the face of the unknown, and the enduring power of mystery. Though the Axeman's reign of terror ended over a century ago, his presence can still be felt in the French Quarter, in the shadows that seem to deepen as night falls, and in the stories passed down from generation to generation. The Axeman's story, much like the city he terrorized, is a tapestry woven from history, legend, and folklore. It is a story that continues to haunt and intrigue, a chilling reminder of the mysteries that lie hidden in the shadows of our collective past. The Axeman of New Orleans remains an enigma, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most vibrant cities. His story, a blend of fact and folklore, continues to fascinate and frighten, ensuring that the legend of the Axeman will live on for generations to come. Perhaps the true terror of the Axeman lies not in his brutality, but in his elusiveness. He was a phantom, a whisper in the dark, a reminder that some mysteries are never meant to be solved, and that perhaps is the most frightening aspect of all. The Axeman, though long gone, continues to cast a long shadow over New Orleans. He is a part of the city's fabric, a chilling reminder of its past and a testament to the enduring power of fear itself. His story, much like the city he terrorized, is a tapestry woven from history, legend, and folklore. It is a story that continues to haunt and intrigue, a chilling reminder of the mysteries that lie hidden in the shadows of our collective past.